Ziggity Zig back with a Friday Faff, and this is going to be a game between Trolligan of the Snakeport clan and Pollogix, who's a Terran up here in the top left, because when you don't get enough submissions for awesome replays, you go and find some yourself. So this is over here on Reddit / allthingsprotoss, which if you're a Protoss player, you should probably go check out, because it's also really good stuff, and sometimes I actually link to it with my Twitter feed. But this was one that was actually put in by Trolligan as kind of an amusing game. Not really sure. Again, cold casting this one just because it's kind of fun to watch other people play. So here we go. We're gonna find out what's going on. I don't even, honestly, I have no idea what even league these two guys are in. So let's find out. 2639. Wow. Gold? I don't. I don't know, but we'll find out. Hey, maybe I'll find out afterwards. Right? I'll check their profiles just to see what's going on. I'll put that down in the comments afterwards. But if we have a look down here, it looks like Trolligan has got a couple of... Yeah, so based on the fact that Pollogix does not have any hotkeys yet, it's probably not going to be the highest of levels, but there is the level-based pylon going down by Trolligan, and now we're going to see some exciting stuff. I think both I won't tell you away, but players eventually go for Proxy. So it should be kind of because right now, we're going pretty low for supply at the moment, but that's cool. There we go. So there's the first one. We're gonna have Proxy barracks from Pollogix, Trolligan, so we're gonna flip it around. In Pollogix is base. No, not gonna do anything down there. Okay, so base gateway. There's the simulators. So just a pretty standard whatnot. I'm not trying to find a different base over here, but here comes. Oh. Pollogix can go. Do I have one proxy barracks? No. We're about to set up with a second one. So there is the second one right there. Trolligan was looking around out here. I was waiting to see the proxy pylon going on, but at this point, Trolligan's got to be thinking about it and saying, wait a minute, where's all your stuff? Because effectively, there is nothing here. There's no barracks, there's no factory, there's one gas, and a supply depot, and that's all we've got going on, and because we're getting a tech lab over here on the proxy racks as well. Not really sure what's going on the second racks, but there is the second scouting probe, who is possibly going to be doing a little bit of business right there, but there is the cybernetics court. So now we are at approximately 18, 19 workers per, moving straight along, but it looks like the army tab is still pretty low, whereas I would have to say we've got one unit. There's the first stalker unit coming out just there, but Pollogix is going to start getting a couple of units out at the moment, getting 2 Marines to start. There goes finally the Trolligan. I just love this. The Trolligan proxy pylon. Still seeing, I mean, as far as the scout goes, you see absolutely nothing going on. And my favorite part is over here on Trolligan. Trolligan hasn't even, or Pollogix hasn't even looked to see what is actually in Trolligan's base. So here comes a few units, and they're going to make their way up, just as this Stalker and the Zealot are initially making their way over here, and they're possibly going to go over to perhaps link up with this as being a proxy pylon, but now is when Trolligan is just not really expecting, has no idea what's going to happen. We have no mothership core to defend, we have no cannons to defend, all we have is just a one gateway, and oh, I think I actually just saw there is the right click moving their way up the ramp. So that's just... And there it is. There's the beginning of it, but the movement of the probes out just in time. No further units, but we're up against three Marines and a Marauder. So here comes the Stalker moves back. The Stalker moves back at the same time as the Zealot and the rest of the probes move in here to try to take out this army. And actually, it kind of looks like things are going to go kind of well. Can't really describe why. You're losing out on quite a lot of mining time at the moment for Trolligan, but just this one maneuver with those units is really going to help out. And at this point, Pollogix did not take out any workers or any units. That was just just the ability to do absolutely nothing there, but did lose out on quite a lot of mining time. And so now, when you look at the entire thing, here is another couple of units happening here from the proxy barracks. Trolligan finally decides to leave a couple of units just here at the top of the ramp, but at the same time, of course, obviously, you got the Stargate go down as your proxy unit, but are you Are you producing anything out of the Stargate? No. You do have enough money to do something with it, but now we're just on a one-gate expand. Probably thinking about, might want to get a sentry any second now, because a sentry will really, do something. There's an Oracle being produced, but now at the moment we are just a little bit ahead with Trolligan, because I think Trolligan definitely has this game slightly in hand just with that amazing maneuver. The ability to defend with only probes and 2 units up against that was pretty much the same unit count as this, but all it is, Pollogix just comes up and then runs away, spends most of his APM just running away from the battle, which seems like, I don't know, kind of a bit of a backwards tech decision there. With the sentry, you'd definitely be able to cut this off and get these and let these zealots move in just fast enough, but here comes yet another zealot, but again, no units killed. It doesn't look like, no units killed. For Pollogix. Still nothing. No. Okay, 1 unit killed. There. Finally 1 unit killed. Meantime, there is... Oh, and here is the Oracle taking out the remainder of these units over here. There's another Oracle. Was another Oracle on the way. I think maybe it's just sort of hanging out over here. Yes, that does seem to be the case. But meanwhile, Pollogix still trying to get into Trolligan's base. Moving just around in time. Looks like I think the Zealots were taken out, but the Marauders are taken out, and now we have 2 Stalker units against 2 Marines, and that's probably going to end badly for the Marines. The Bio units are not going to do so well here, but are going to take out the remainder of the Marines, and now there's just 1 Marauder here against 1 Stalker, and probably going to, yeah, that usually ends well for the Stalker, unless your Stalker buddy comes in over here. The Marauder takes out 1 of them. Does not quite have the chops to take out the other one, and oh no, it's only going to be the 1, and now it's just Marine after Marine after Marine. This Proxy Marine rush is just not quite working out the way that Pollogix really wanted it to. Meantime, on the income scale, we have Pollogix making absolutely nothing whatsoever. Trolligan still managing to get a few things out. You probably want to get a number of... Yeah, there we go. Just rethink there. We're on approximately the same speed. Because actually, we're at concussive shells. So Pollogix decided to go for tech instead of anything else. Trolligan trying to get a little bit a boost by chrono boosting into that 1 gateway. Still just a number of gateways behind. Can probably get quite a bit more tech now. Maybe a forge and a pylon over here at the ramp just to try to wall things up. Definitely winning in the economy race, but the problem with that is that if you're not doing anything with the economy, then you're sitting there with the exact same size army and absolutely nothing to show for it except a big wallet in the bank, because that is really all he's got at the moment. But with these just chasing units, these fearful units, he is very lucky that Pollogix is a protossophobe and afraid to actually engage in any units. But finally, oh, getting a little Jones, gonna make a little expansion into these suits in order to make space for the enlarged testicles that are allowing him to have the amount of courage to get up here. But oh no, probes! Probophobe! Even better! Running away from the probes, a large army of probes is running around towards the highly trained and defendable units up here. These Oracles still not doing all that much up here. Most of the action is happening down here. I thought I was losing out on stuff, but I apparently was not. And there we go. Trolligan still trying to remain in charge of this game. It's not going all that well. Still managing to make quite a bit of coin, but the problem is just keeping up on these on these proxy pylons. There's proxy pylons all over the place, and a couple of probes just off and over, and here come the army of probes still on their way. The thing is, he can actually afford this army of probes because he is still 12 workers ahead of what is actually being done. No more pylons being produced, but it looks like I think the only thing that Trolligan is trying to work on right now is just getting an additional few probes out. Here come the Oracles. The Oracles are pretty much going to tell these Marauders where to get off. And there's not going to be much left there, because at this point, actually, what Trolligan could really use, I think, is a Mothership Core. But choosing not to gain that Mothership Core, but these Oracles are going to put in a little bit of work, but now they are out of energy, and that's game over. There's just with the last little tiny spew of energy, with 34 energy left on this one Oracle, absolutely nothing left in the remainder. This is what... with five workers, nothing left. I don't know. It was entirely possible Pollogix might have been able to come back from this. Probably not. Would like to see... Oh, man, just a couple more... Oh, proxy pylons. A few more pylons in the base. Trolligan could have had this in the bag a little bit easier. I am very interested to find out what league these guys are in, because that is some hilarious EPM and some very odd game. I think the comment from Trolligan on Reddit was when I saw this, it was, does a Proxy 2 Rex beat a Proxy Oracle Rush? And he said, when I saw them come up my ramp, I think it was, I almost wet myself or did something else. So there you go. That's Trolligan versus Pollogix. That's the cast for the Friday Faff. That's certainly some faffing around. Leave me a comment down below. Send me an email, ziggityzig@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter at ziggityzig. Stay tuned.